Mahagathbandhan faces inner turmoil. India bloc cracks begin to show. No unanimity on CM face. Congress's mind game with Tejashwi. Sends feelers for Nitish.
नीतीश जी चुनाव के बाद आपको लगता है कि इन लोगों के साथ रहने वाले हैं? नीतीश जी को सिर्फ कांग्रेस से सम्मान देगी। कांग्रेस तो हमेशा सम्मान करती है और स्वागत के लिए तैयार है।
Big Bihar seat bargain bazaar. State of war Bihar only on India Today.
Good evening. Battleground Bihar is not just about who is campaigning, but also about who is colliding. As allies within the Mahagathbandhan are against each other, even while trying to fight the NDA. As the polling dates of November 6th and 11th come near, the window to fix alliances is closing fast, with withdrawals for Phase 2 ending on October 23rd. Yet the Mahagathbandhan still hasn't cleanly settled seats, turning partners into rivals in 12 seats where direct clashes are now playing out. RJD has unilaterally unveiled 143 candidates. Congress has lagged in finalizing its slate, and smaller partners have put up their own names. So much so that the bloc briefly fielded more candidates than available seats. That's how the confusion is playing out in Mahagathbandhan rather than cohesion, which is the need of the hour. This isn't strategy, it is a signal to voters that negotiations faltered and that precious campaign energy may now be consumed by friendly fire instead of taking the battle to the NDA. Meanwhile, Bihar Chief Minister and NDA face Nitish Kumar was on the stump today in Meenapur and Kanti. So here are the stakes 2 weeks out. Allies in open contest split the anti-incumbent vote. Unclosed seat sharing breeds confusion at the booth, and every day lost to internal wrangling is essentially giving opposition camp its gains. Two pictures are emerging from Bihar right now. One alliance still drawing its map, another already on the road, and the differences may be tallied on November 14th when the counting decides who turned timing into victory. That's how the cards are stacked up as we look at these elections 2 weeks from now. But first up, the story, and then I bring in the guests.
A Mahaghat in the Mahagathbandhan in Bihar. The alliance seems to be unraveling seat by seat in the nth hour ahead of polls. With less than 3 weeks to go before the first vote is cast, cracks, jibes and political mind games dominate the alliance, with a consensus nowhere in sight. Ticket distribution disputes and rival candidates on same seats have turned the contest into a Mahagathbandhan versus Mahagathbandhan war in 12 key constituencies. Out of this, RJD faces the Congress in 6 seats, Congress battles the left in 4, and the RJD takes on VIP in 2 of them. But the war within allies doesn't end with a squabble over seats. Despite repeated requests by the RJD, the Congress is yet to declare Tejashwi as the alliance's CM face. And to now add insult to injury, there are overtures being made to Nitish Kumar to join hands with them yet again.
नीतीश जी को अलग थलग करके ये लोग स्ट्राइक रेट में लगे हुए हैं, तो बचेगा ही लोग। नीतीश जी चुनाव के बाद आपको लगता है कि इन लोगों के साथ रहने वाले हैं? नीतीश जी को सिर्फ कांग्रेस से सम्मान देगी। कांग्रेस तो हमेशा सम्मान करती है और स्वागत के लिए तैयार है।
In contrast, in the opposition camp, Amit Shah has taken full control for the NDA. Late-night closed-door meetings in Patna with rebel candidates aim to keep the house in order. The confidence is leading to pot shots being taken at their rivals.
अगर इस भ्रम में है महागठबंधन के लोग कि भैया कुछ सीटों पे आमने सामने हो जाएं, there is nothing called as friendly fight. Either you are friends or you are fighting with each other. ये दोस्ताना संघर्ष राजनीति में नहीं होता है, ये गलत शब्दावली है.
While the bandhan in the alliance is breaking down, Rahul Gandhi was busy in the national capital making Diwali sweets. Sweet celebrations, but sour politics. Bureau Report, India Today.
Some piece of breaking news coming in now. Bihar Chief Minister and NDA face in these elections. Nitish Kumar started his election campaign today from Muzaffarpur, to be specific, Meenapur constituency in Muzaffarpur district. And his first rally sparked a mega controversy. In fact, RJD's Tejashwi Yadav posted a video of Nitish Kumar from the rally where he is seen garlanding the BJP candidate on the seat. Tejashwi, in fact, mocked Nitish Kumar and asked, Mr. Chief Minister, if you're healthy, why are you doing such antics? Let's look at those visuals again, and then I bring in Rohit.
वो हाथ कर रहे हो, ये गजब आदमी है भाई, हाथ काहे करते हैं सब. तो इसीलिए हम तो कहेंगे कि जिताइए, तो जिताइएगा ना.
All right, let me bring in Rohit now. Rohit, again, the health issues of the Chief Minister coming on the fore and becoming an election talking point with Tejashwi tweeting about it.
Well, yes, Marya, once again, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar's action is mired in a lot of controversy because all this happened today in Muzaffarpur. And in this case, Nitish Kumar was in Meenapur and was doing an election rally for BJP candidate Rama Nishad. And once his speech was over, Nitish Kumar was trying to garland her. But as you can see in the pictures also, in the visuals also, Sanjay Jha was very quick to stop Nitish Kumar from doing it. In fact, he held Nitish Kumar's hand also and stopped him from garlanding the woman candidate. But Nitish Kumar, in fact, pushed him back, and then he garlanded the woman candidate Rama Nishad, and then what he said, Gajab Admi hai ye haath rokta hai. So this is what now has become a talking point in Bihar politics. Again, raising questions whether Nitish Kumar was okay, not okay, about his health condition, about his mental condition. A lot of speculations are already doing the rounds in the past few months. And now Tejashwi Yadav has also used this video as an opportunity to hit out at him, raise questions on his health conditions, where he said that Nitish Kumar is also reading a speech, which is written speech, and then he is doing all kind of things that is now being seen in the video. So once again, questions being raised in the Bihar politics as elections are drawing closer, that whether Nitish Kumar is okay or not, and what is the case about his health condition. Back to you, Marya.
All right, Rohit. Thank you for joining us. Let me bring in the guests now. Sajjan Kumar, political analyst, joins us. We have Dr. Ajay Alok, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, spokesperson of the JDU, and Dr. Pooja Tripathi, Congress spokesperson, is also joining us. Dr. Tripathi, the question is, what is visible here is that all is not well in Mahagathbandhan. You have an important election to fight, but what is visible is that you're fighting within.
I don't think so. It's a media speculation that we are fighting within. You know, Mahagathbandhan is a formidable alliance, and every alliance partner is an equal. There's no junior or a senior partner. And there would be friction within some seats. I've been saying this from so many days, that the seat sharing talk is not an easy path to take. And having said that, there are few seats where friendly fights are taking, I think Levin in particular. And that's okay. It's a democracy and everybody has a right. If somebody is not contented with the defeated candidates, they are there to fight to have a friendly fight. I remember Maharashtra, where the Mahayuti candidates had a friendly fights on 8 seats. And then there was in Haryana Assembly.
And then what happened? And what happened in Maharashtra? What happened in Haryana? You went on to lose both those elections.
No, I am saying Mahayuti had a friendly fight on 8 seats. And thank you for saying that that they went on to win the Maharashtra, they went on to win the Haryana. I'm telling about the NDA seat sharing. In Tripura in 2019, the IPTF, the major ally in NDA, they declared that they'll contest both the parliamentary seats and whether living and whether being a part of NDA, they declared that they'll be contesting both the parliamentary seats. In
Dr. Puja Tripathi, you know, yes, you have corrected me here, but how do we forget that in both these states, it was the BJP which was in power. So when they have friendly fights, the equations are different from the challenger. The Mahagathbandhan here is the challenger. You are looking to get a toehold in Bihar. Why should people in Bihar trust you right now, given the fact that you have not ironed out your differences, and then in close to 12 seats, you're fighting with your own alliance partner?
And we will get a toehold in Bihar because Bihar will vote on the issues of calm. Bihar will vote on the issues of palayan. Bihar will vote on the issues and absolutely no industrialization in the state. Bihar will vote on the issue of why per capita income in Bihar is so less than national average, why female labor force participation rate is at meager 9%. Bihar will vote on the issue of why 138 bridges have collapsed due to corruption, while tons of liters of alcohol is being drunk by rats, I presume. So it's being said.
You know, at the moment, what is evident here is that you have not got your house in order. And if you had got your house in order, then you could have taken on the NDA. Right now, your house is collapsing. It's collapsing like a pack of cards where Tejashwi Yadav and Mr. Alavaru have trust deficit, which is also evident here. Let's bring in Ajay Alok. Ajay Alok, you have a different challenge. You have a different set of challenges with Nitish Kumar here. Those images are raising the question again, unfortunately, about the health of the Chief Minister.
I guess not, Marya. You also know Nitish Kumar. I also know Nitish Kumar. We both come from Bihar. But one thing for sure, my friend from Congress doesn't know how many seats Congress is contesting. Can you ask her? Does she know? Nobody knows. She also not knowing what is the number of the seats that the Congress is contesting. So, as far as Nitish Kumar goes, he is very much sound. And he is very much sound, hale and hearty. And he is doing all the kinds of campaigning. As far as the picture what you are showing, the concerned lady is like a daughter to Nitish Kumar. And I guess, just to boost some candidate very nicely, it's real cheap of Mr. Tejashwi Yadav that reflects his mentality that a person who belongs to, who's of a father's age, is posting this kind of a picture and a comment. That shows the exact kind of mental frame the whole Mahagathbandhan or so-called Thagbandhan is in. I mean, what's wrong in that? What he's doing? Does he think? Actually, the thinking is like Lalu Prasad Yadav only, because when Nitish Kumar was taking out Mahila Samman Yatra, Lalu Yadav famously made a comment कि Nitish आंख सेकने निकल रहा है. This is the kind of reflection what this family is all about and what this culture is all about. And this kind of a political culture is not tolerated in Bihar. If you pass such unworthy comments which should not be discussed at all, and then you question somebody's health,
certainly
ridiculous.
Dr. Ajay Alok, as Bihari, I would certainly say that Nitish Kumar, having done so much for the state of Bihar, certainly doesn't deserve his health issues to become a talking point in these elections. He has given Biharis a sense of pride. There are enough and more issues to be discussed in these elections. So I'm going to shift focus from that and bring in Dr. Manisha Priyam, who joins us as well. Dr. Manisha Priyam, I tend to agree with what Chirag Paswan says here, that there's nothing called friendly fight. You are either fighting or you are friends.
Yeah, so that tells you that on both sides, you can say, oh, the scale is more there and the scale is less here. There are issues of political startups. Look, parties like Chirag Paswan or even more the Hum are really not pan-Bihar parties or not even, parties with very large mass base. And on the other side, you also have something like the VIP or the IP. Nobody even refers to IP Gupta's party as the name of that party. So specific sub-jati based, sub-caste or jati based parties. So these are not parties with a programmatic and ideological appeal, And I think on both sides, genuinely, there are Gathbandhans. There are not political parties, but Gathbandhans. And different orders of magnitude, but both sides have had these problems. And it seems both sides are also punishing some of the political startups. I mean, Chirag Paswan certainly remains an unsettled issue with Mr. Nitish Kumar. Nobody can deny the fact that Nitish Kumar was politically very upset about what had been done to him to reduce his might to a number 43. And I think those issues still remain. So if we take it that Nitish Kumar is politically very active and leading his party, then certainly it will be the case that he is asking his coalition partner that, look, we need to corner this gentleman for what he did to my party in the last elections. And if he is politically inactive, then let's say that across the BJP and the JDU, while they need Chirag Paswan, they are also trying to say that, okay, this is your specific role. So the BJP perhaps needs this small political startup, but also wants them to be in their particular place. What's happening on the other side, nobody can understand, because there the Congress and the RJD are not coming to an agreement, apart from whatever may have happened with VIP, etc. That's now in the past. But the Congress and the RJD sparring over seats, that seems like the bigger magnitude issue right now.
Absolutely. I mean, all the momentum which was evident initially seemed to have been lost in this bickering which is playing out, and close to 12 seats at the moment where this is going to be like a friendly fight. Sajjan Kumar, as someone who has been doing extensive research on ground, do you think now that this image of Tejashwi and Rahul Gandhi not being in sync, I'm taking the name of these two leaders, is because, let's be clear, I mean, it's leaders who fight these battles. Yes, their lieutenants play an important role, but if there was difference of opinion over seat sharing, then Tejashwi and Rahul Gandhi could have spoken over the phone and sort of settled this out. But it's evident that they're also not making enough effort.
Yes, precisely. And that's leading to what you call loss of perception, because in electoral arena, before winning election, you need to win the war of perception. And certainly in war of perception, the parameters are leadership coherence, which is not there in Mahagathbandhan. Then you have about the narrative coherence, which is not there, because we do not know whether it's the SIR vote chori issue, it's the one job to every family issue, or it's the EBC centrality promised by the Congress. So what is the narrative synchronization? That's not there. And then you also see the kind of what they are calling friendly fight. So it's creating a sort of a perception loss already. So in terms of the war of perception, you already see an edge among the NDA constituents. And that way, Rahul Gandhi and Tejashwi needed to have some sort of a chemistry, because certainly the Congress in charge, Alavaru and Tejashwi, and there were credible reports, they were not at the good terms. Not many meetings had happened until 2 weeks back between the two leaders. So that way, it has created a sort of loss of momentum for the challenger. This is one. Two, also you see, with regard to, you take two leaders, Rahul Gandhi and Tejashwi. What is the problem? Rahul Gandhi talks about vote chori, which is not the talking point right now. He talks about giving centrality to the EBC government job, to ABC, some land and for the plots in urban areas. But you see the ticket distribution. How many ABCs have been fielded by the Congress? You cannot have a radical narrative and a very conventional practice in reality.
Yes.
Exactly. So that's the gap. And also you see Tejashwi, when Tejashwi needed, to send a sort of a message, because when you talk about the caste census, create a sort of Bahujan and a radical Bahujan mobilization vis-a-vis the traditional upper caste, you cannot afford to field around 40% of your own caste men as the candidates, because where is the caste diversity? Yes, that has a significant percentage, but that doesn't mean they will cater to the others' aspiration. So that way you see this sort of a lack of chemistry between the top leaders of the constituent, primarily Rahul Gandhi and Tejashwi, is leading to a loss of war of perception, and then certainly the NDA has an edge. Yes.
Yes. So they do not have the arithmetic edge, and now you have the chemistry failing as well, Dr. Pooja Tripathi. This is certainly not good news for Mahagathbandhan.
I think you may call it chemistry failing, you may call it collapsing, but Mahagathbandhan is solid on front, and they will fight the election. They will fight election for the issues of people-centric. What matters to people? festivals around the corner. Look at very simple thing. Airfare has cost 5,000 plus rupees from Delhi to Bihar, and it's not a per capita income in the state. And look at the trains; they've been clogged to the neck, and that's what I'm saying. This elections, people will vote out a government that has delivered absolutely nothing in 20 years. Be it poverty, be it health indicators, be it education, be it massive corruption that is going on, be it everything, the biggest problem, the unemployment. And that's what we are seeing. People will vote out the present government, and Mahagathbandhan would fight as a formidable foe, fight as a unified force. There are some frictions. I'm accepting that there are some frictions, and I think while the second phase, the list would be out. The second phase, the timeline date ends. I
The
think we should have
nominations for the second phase is also over, ma'am. Now we are looking at just 2 days
are looking at
when the second phase candidates
Thank you,
will have
Aunty.
to withdraw their, yes. So
Days,
withdrawal has to
effect.
happen on 22nd. So what we are looking at is in a number of these seats, the friendly fight, the parent-friendly fight will continue, which certainly is giving disadvantage to your coalition or alliance here. There is not even a single press conference which have been jointly done by Rahul Gandhi, Tejashwi Yadav so far. There have been no effort of imagery which is so essential soon after the election dates were announced. That hasn't happened. So when it is about unity, that is evidently not there, ma'am.
Can you please point out a joint press conference done by BJP, JDU with Chirag Paswan and everybody? We saw Amit Shah ji saying कि विधायक दल पहले Nitish Kumar के फेस पे they were fighting elections. Now Chirag Paswan is saying that विधायक decide करेंगे. Amit Shah ji कह रहे हैं विधायक decide करेंगे.
चलिए वही सवाल, हाँ ठीक है, वो सवाल आपका एकदम सही है. संजय कुमार से वो सवाल पूछ लेती हूँ मैं. Dr. Sanjay Kumar, you know, the question that was raised, or should I say, the manner in which the Home Minister explained the process has given some kind of confusion in the minds of JDU. We certainly know that in 2020, the vote transfer was easier from the BJP to the JDU, but it did not really happen the other way around. You have to unmute yourself.
Sorry. Marya, I also told yesterday in your show that please listen to what Amit Shah ji said in Saran when he gave a speech addressing the electors. He said that Bihar is only safe and going to be safe in the hands of Nitish Ji and Modi Ji. You know, so that clearly means that what he says, you know, when he meant by saying that we are fighting the election under the leadership of Nitish Ji. So we don't have any doubt, you know, it's, you know, like the Congress spokesperson and RJD spokesperson, you know, they are trying to come up with these thoughts and ideas and, you know, trying to create some confusion because they don't see any coherence among themselves. She was mentioning about, you know, you asked about joint press conference. Everybody watched that there were several meetings among NDA leaders together, you know, from Patna to Delhi. Did you see any joint meeting after Rahul Gandhi left Bihar and went to Colombia? Did you see any meeting together? No. You know, even when Tejashwi ji wanted to meet him in Delhi, he could not meet. So there has been no meeting whatsoever among themselves. And on the other hand, we had series of meetings. We finalized our candidates. We are, you know, like we are on the roads. Our chief minister is going, and everyone in the prime minister is going to come to Bihar and going to address the electors. You know, so we are far ahead. The kind of perception that they are leaving the voters is very poor.
But let me bring in Sajjan and he'll give the exact statistic. Sajjan, in how many seats in 2020 the vote transfer between the BJP and the JDU did not happen?
So it was basically all the 112 seats wherein JDU has the candidate, and the strike rate of Chirag Paswan, overall Chirag Paswan got around 5.8, that is 6% votes. But on the seats he contested, therein Chirag Paswan's strike rate was 10.5, almost 10 to 11% of the votes, right? So that way, that 11% of vote, what is the social background? Overwhelmingly, around 70% of the candidates came from upper caste, right? So it is considered to be the core BJP vote. So Nitish Kumar suffered precisely because that 11% vote that should have come from BJP for support to JDU did not come to JDU. And therefore, this time you see that that vote percentage is expected to come overwhelmingly to Nitish Kumar. So that way, this time Chirag Paswan openly is endorsing Nitish Kumar. He is saying that there were exceptions last time and this time there is a sort of unity. So you see the coherence. Mind it also that this time least anti-incumbency is going to faced by JDU because it has least number of candidates among the three big parties, just 43, right? Compared to BJP and RJD. So that way you find this time that certainly in terms of the chemistry and arithmetic because you have a new social base, be it upper caste, be it Paswan Dalits, and be it the women-centric schemes which has been rejuvenated. And also because of the chemistry, because you see from Chirag Paswan to others, they all are talking in same directions, right? Even if there are certain differences. The same directionality, unit directionality is something which is missing from the Gathbandhan. When despite it seems that Congress is into a state of dilemma whether to assert itself or whether to adjust for the sake of alliance.
No,
and that way,
that dilemma should have been earlier. It can't be at this junction. When the elections are around the corner, 2 weeks to go, and the Congress or any political party cannot be in dilemma to decide on what narrative it is fighting on. That's not clear. I haven't heard any of the Congress leaders, even right now. Dr. Pooja Tripathi hasn't spoken about what Tejashwi has, about one job per family. That is not the talking point of the Congress party. They are not taking that to the people of Bihar. So how will that chemistry work? That is also the question. Yes, go ahead, Sanjay Kumar. The challenge certainly is, Sanjay Kumar, that on a number of seats where the Chirag factor damaged Nitish Kumar's party candidates in 2020. What happens on those seats? Will you be ensuring that the JDU ensures the vote transfer to Chirag Paswan's candidates on 29 seats? And how will the vice versa happen because of the acrimony which played out in 2020?
Of course. So this year's election is much different than 2020. It was an unfortunate situation where things did not go well among NDA, like especially with Chirag Ji putting all his candidates separately. But this time the coordination is at very high level and it's very coherent. So we are, and the team on the ground, the JDU team, BJP team, LJP team, everywhere, we are putting one poster, one thing like it's an NDA candidate. It's not like JDU candidate, LJP candidate, or BJP candidate.
Okay. Will that really play out? Ajay Alok.
Well, Marya, first of all, you need to understand, you were talking about turmoil in the Mahagathbandhan. There is no oil left in the Mahagathbandhan. It's actually a ठग बंधन, it's a fraud बंधन. और लालची की दुनिया में ठग भूखे नहीं मरा करते. They are out to cheat each other, and we have no comparison. NDA is nowhere compared to this Mahathag-Bandhan. Here NDA is the proud 5 partners who have completely trust and understanding, with clear-cut seat mentioning, with clear-cut candidates coming out in the front and taking the election head-on. And there is so much confusion and so much chaos in this Thag-Bandhan. There is no oil left in this turmoil. The Bihar election is straight away heading like 2022 Gujarat elections, where we are going to come out 225 out of 243, that's for sure. And you can see the apathy. The Congress spokesperson doesn't know because they don't have a figure from the AICC that how many candidates Congress is contesting in Bihar. She cannot answer. She couldn't answer because she doesn't have any data.
Okay. No,
even the Congress party here sitting in Patna, they don't know.
Let her respond.
How many candidates are going to field more?
Okay. How many seats is the Congress contesting on, ma'am?
There's an official candidate list released by Congress. I request you to take a look at. When you actually
nominations are over. There is no official list.
How the people are
nominations are over, but there is no official list.
Are actually filing nominations. Biggest question here is Again, I'm asking.
How can they file nominations?
Dr. Pooja
Nominations are over.
Tripathi, the nominations got over yesterday. You can't file nominations anymore. What can happen is withdrawal of nomination for the second phase.
No.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Accept the applications, 23rd is the deadline. So I'm saying,
For Rahul Gandhi, there will be a third phase of nomination after 5 years.
let me ask you one simple question. Tell me one instance when Chirag Paswan has come out and say that we are fighting this issue from the leadership of Nitish Ji. Give me one single statement of it. He hasn't. So when your house is not the order, Nitish, Chirag Paswan keeps his own dramas. Then Ramanji advises Amit Shah ji to declare CM candidate Nitish, but he actually comfortably avoids this.
Okay, I'll ask the producer to fix that audio because Pooja, there is a problem with your audio. I'll ask the producer to fix that audio. But let me bring in Dr. Manisha Priyam again. Dr. Manisha Priyam, two contrasting images from 2020 to now. 2020, the Mahagathbandhan looked united. There were efforts to come up with a new narrative. There was freshness in Tejashwi Yadav's campaign to now. In 2025, Mahagathbandhan is looking disintegrated. Tejashwi Yadav is speaking about one job per family. Rahul Gandhi is speaking about SIR. Where are the two alliances when you were to compare it to last time?
So what you're doing now is doing a programmatic comparison, right? Now, let me tell you that in the last innings of this election, I think there has been a heavy outpouring of programmatic offerings to the electorate from both sides. The BJP came up with the cash transfer scheme, which is the Mukhyamantri Yojana, of which 75%, 2/3 was transferred actually by the Prime Minister and 25% was transferred by the Chief Minister. So that was the programmatic offering on that side. On Tejaswi's side, there is the promise of one sarkari naukri per family. That's what he's talking about. And the SIR is something on which we are not discussing this, but the CPIML are important constituents. The left parties totally are important constituents of the Mahagathbandhan. And Rahul Gandhi, the left and Tejaswi seemed together on that plank and platform. Definitely on that issue, it's Rahul Gandhi who was leading. Definitely on the jobs promise, there's Tejaswi who's leading. So I don't think on the programmatic offerings, both sides seem very coordinated, be it the Prime Minister or the Chief Minister with their 75-25 ratio of cash transfers, or on the other side, the programmatic issue of pointing out what Rahul Gandhi feels are issues with elections as they are being currently conducted, and Tejaswi's offering. Now, even in the last election, it was Tejaswi who had become the face of saying that, look, we will give jobs to the Yuva Varg. So I don't think the issues lie on the programmatic offerings. Both sides did it last moment, but they did it. The real issues are the issues of collaborating or coordinating within themselves for the seats. As I can't see, I don't have a screen, but as someone pointed out, an esteemed co-panelist pointed out, Chirag Paswan's party is supposed to be a Dalit, Mahadalit face. Look at the fact that they actually field the upper caste. An important erstwhile Ramvilas Paswan, loyalist Suraj Bhan Singh has jumped over to the RJD side. Look at the fact that Nitish Kumar ji did fast track courts to arrest, the accused then or charged for the G. Krishnaiya assault and murder, Anand Mohan Singh. On the eve of this election, Anand Mohan Singh is released. So if all was well, I think the parties would not be relying on the strong arm tactics and doing everything they could to go to the voters. I think these are highly localized election. Even for each of the stronger political parties, the small votes, the smaller leaders matter. Upender Kushwaha, for example, on this side, a very poor track record of being able to win his own elections, either in Ujjiyarpur or in Karakat in the last Lok Sabha elections. But the fact that he made a face and he was seen as bargaining for, what was that about? I mean, he doesn't even win his own seats. One kept quiet, but that wasn't a great show. But yes, definitely the NDA has managed that home better. the other side has not managed at home better. So let the elections begin. I think we will see various episodes. Part 1, programmatic and issue poising. Part 2, ticket distribution. Then Part 3, election campaigns. Part 4, voting. And Part 5, results. So I see these as separate serials or separate episodes of the same serial, as you may like to call it. And I don't think that people will remember the fighting over 11 seats rather than look at what Tejashwi has to say, or the fact that they are drawn by the ideology of the RJD and its combination of the MY. I think core voters will go where they go. It's the swing voters who will make up their mind on whether the programmatic offerings are better or whether they need to look at the internal squabbles and fights before they make up their mind.
All right, I think that's the right way to sum up this discussion. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Pooja Tripathi, Sanjay Kumar, Ajay Alok, Manisha Priyam and Sajjan Kumar. Now let's take a look at everything that's happening in poll-bound Bihar. Nitish Kumar, as I said, has launched his poll campaign. He took a swipe at Rahul Yadav for doing nothing for women. In fact, in Muzaffarpur, Nitish Kumar said he was disillusioned with the RJD headed by Lalu Prasad after 2 short-lived alliances. He also vowed to remain firmly with the NDA. The Jharkhand Mukti Morcha of Hemant Soren is feeling cheated after being denied any seat in Bihar. JMM is said to have felt duped and sidelined after the party was denied a seat. JMM has alleged that both the Congress and the RJD acted cunningly and failed to consider or concede its demand. Prashant Kishore has alleged that 3 candidates of his Jan Suraj party contesting the Bihar polls were forced to withdraw their nominations under pressure from the BJP. Just this comes after the nomination of Jan Suraj candidate was rejected. And Delhi woke up to a blanket of toxic smog a day after Diwali as air quality plunged into the very poor category. As the air quality improved through the day, political war words raged. Delhi government tore into Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab, accusing them of burning stubble that led to, air quality deteriorating in the national capital. Maninder Sirsa claimed that Aam Aadmi Party is trying to shift blame to cracker burning on Diwali. Delhi's Environment Minister also alleged that religious bias has led to this, and he has condemned Kejriwal's firecracker ban and called to stop Diwali celebrations, calling it an attack on Sanatan Dharma. The controversy shows no signs of cooling down at the moment, and former Delhi Mantri and Aam Aadmi Party Neta have all hit out at the Delhi government with an illiterate jibe, claiming that the stubble burning claims are baseless and that Punjab's AQI is around 156.
आम आदमी पार्टी जानबूझकर जो किसान नहीं पराली जलाना चाहते उनको जबरदस्ती पराली जलाने को मजबूर कर करके उनके मुंह बांधकर पराली जलवाई जा रही है। यही आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में 10 साल तक रोता रहा और पंजाब के किसानों को गालियां निकालता रहा, कुछ काम नहीं किया। लेकिन अब जब दिल्ली के अंदर मात्र 7 महीनों में पिछले 27 साल की जो बीमारी थी उसको मात्र 7 महीनों में काम करना शुरू किया, तो अब इनके पेट में दर्द हो रही है। और क्या कर रहे हैं? ये जानबूझकर दीपावली धर्म, सनातन धर्म, हिंदू धर्म को बीच में जानबूझकर ला रहे हैं ना। उनका तो मकसद दीपावली को बदनाम करना है ना, उनका तो सिंपल है। वो तो मैं कह ही रहा हूं कि आम आदमी पार्टी ने, जो उनके अध्यक्ष ने ये सवाल उठाए हैं, वो तो दीपावली को बदनाम करना चाहते हैं। और दीपावली को बदनाम वो किसके कहने पे जाना चाहते हैं बताएं? कौन धर्म के लोग उनसे जबरन ये बयान दिलवाने के लिए कर रहे हैं? वरना आम आदमी, कोई भी आदमी किसी धर्म के खिलाफ क्यों बोलेगा? क्यों बोल रही है आम आदमी पार्टी एक धर्म के खिलाफ? क्यों बोल रही है कि दीपावली जिम्मेवार है? क्यों बोल रही है प्रभु राम जी का त्योहार जिम्मेवार है पोल्यूशन के लिए? ये कोई बुलवाया जा रहा है उनसे, और कौन बुलवा रहे हैं आप जानते हैं उनको बड़े अच्छी तरह।
प्रदूषण बढ़ रहा है कि 11 सालों में आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार ने पड़ोसी राज्यों से कोई प्रशासनिक सलाह मशवरा नहीं किया था कि जिसके कारण प्रदूषण रुके। पंजाब में लगातार पराली जलने का काम होता है। सरकार ने मशीनें, केंद्र सरकार ने बजट दिया, पैसा दिया, उसको रोकने का काम करने की बात है, उन सब में सरकार ने कभी कोई काम नहीं किया। इसलिए मेरा मानना ये है कि वो अपनी पॉलिटिक्स, अपनी नाकामी को छुपाने के लिए इस प्रकार का एक नैरेटिव गढ़ने की कोशिश करते हैं। जनता अब सब समझ चुकी है।
क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप? किसी भी पंजाब के किसान को, जो कि एक सिख प्रधान राज्य है, किसी पे कितना भी दबाव बने, वो दिवाली को बदनाम करने के लिए पराली नहीं जला सकता। पंजाब में पराली तो चल ही नहीं रही है। पिछले 5 सालों का सबसे कम आंकड़ा चल रहा है। मात्र 353 केस हुए अभी तक पूरे साल में। उस पर आपके पास कोई जवाब नहीं था। पंजाब के अंदर AQI 150 है, दिल्ली के अंदर 400 है। आप कह रहे हैं पंजाब की वजह से हो गया। इस तरीके से पंजाब के सिख किसानों को बदनाम मत कीजिए।
I think the fact that this government, kind of made it more like a political issue rather than an environmental issue, went and got crackers permission done without really ascertaining that green crackers, A, are they available, are they affordable, and do they really make an impact on the kind of pollution would have? I think they took a hasty step. Both parties are equally culpable. I mean, Aam Aadmi Party, when they didn't have a government in Punjab, put all the blame on Parali. BJP is doing exactly the same thing. And both of them don't realize that 11 years of complete misrule and misgovernance by Arvind Kejriwal has put us in this situation.
One major, thought process that needs to change here, for government, it's not this government, even the earlier government, that you want to always clean up the pollution. पहले आप pollution करिए और फिर उसके बाद आप उसको साफ करिए. So that means whether it's your smog tower or your smog gun or sprinkling the water, so create pollution and then you kind of do things too. That is not the right approach. The approach is only to work on the sources of emissions. That is the only way we'll be able to get rid of this really, really big. It's a public health emergency and it's not just a regular problem.
And now let me take you through some images of Delhi before and after Diwali. Just take a look at those images. The clear skies across Delhi before Diwali, which turned into hazy grey smog after the Diwali night. And the images on your screen shows Delhi's air quality, that is the AQI before and after Diwali. Of course, there are multiple reasons which has led to the smog or the blanket of haze, which is something that Delhiites woke up to this morning. Those are the dates on which these pictures were clicked and how smoggy Delhi looks now. And day after Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrated Diwali aboard India's pride, that is INS Vikrant, with the Navy personnel, a major political storm has erupted over that celebration. The BJP has hit out at the Congress, saying that India has seen many Congress prime ministers in the past, but only Prime Minister Modi has shown the nation what it means to find family among our forces. Taking a sharp dig, the Saffron Party reminded the Congress of how former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi allegedly misused INS Viraat for a family vacation in Lakshadweep back in 1987, contrasting that with Modi's Diwali, which they said was about service, not privilege. The party hailed Prime Minister Modi's tradition of celebrating every Diwali with soldiers from Siachen to Kargil, calling it a symbol of patriotism over privilege. But the Congress isn't holding back. Senior leader Tariq Anwar has countered it sharply, saying that it's natural for leaders to celebrate festivals with their families and that Rajiv Gandhi did the same. Anwar even took a personal swipe, saying that Prime Minister Modi's choice stems from compulsion as he has no family to celebrate with.
साथियों, दीपावली के पर्व में हर किसी को अपने परिवार के बीच दिवाली मनाने का मन करता है। मुझे भी मेरे परिवारजनों के बीच दिवाली मनाने की आदत हो गई है और इसलिए आप जो मेरे परिवारजन है ना, उनके बीच में दिवाली मनाने चला जाता हूं। आज आपके बीच आया और मैं भी ये दिवाली मेरे परिवारजनों के साथ मना रहा हूं और इसलिए ये दिवाली मेरे लिए खास है।
हम लोग जितने भी नॉर्मल लोग हैं हम हो, आप हो, कोई भी इस देश का नागरिक हो, छुट्टियां हमेशा अपने परिवार के साथ मनाया जाता है।
जी
ठीक है, फौजियों के साथ मनाया अच्छी बात है, लेकिन किस हालत में बनाए ये तो देखना पड़ेगा ना। भाई जिसका परिवार ही ना हो, जिसके बच्चे ना हो, तो वो करेगा क्या? तो कुछ ना कुछ तो काम ऐसा करेगा जिससे उसकी छुट्टी मनाई जा सके, उसके साथ उत्सव मनाया जाए। अच्छी बात है कि उनके पास परिवार नहीं है तो उसका लाभ उठा रहे हैं वो, और सैनिकों के साथ या जो हमारे सेना कर्मी हैं उनके साथ अगर वो बना रहे हैं तो अच्छी बात है। हम उसको बुरा नहीं कहेंगे, लेकिन ये उनकी मजबूरी है, क्योंकि परिवार जब होता है तो आदमी परिवार के लिए भी कुछ करता है, उसकी भी जिम्मेदारी है। हम और आप परिवार अगर चलाते हैं तो हमारी जिम्मेदारी है कि हम अपने परिवार के लोगों को भी समय दें और उनके साथ भी कुछ वक्त गुजारें।